What else can we show, or use rather, on a FilePro processing table? Many, many things. But aside from map names, which we just saw, we can use fields, the real fields. We can use literals, anything in between quotes. Aside from all those, we can use something called dummy fields. In other words, they're not real fields like these, 1 through 999. We can use any letter in the alphabet, starting with A. A. We could use A. We can use a B. We can use C. And we can use any two-letter combination. We could, for instance, aside from using those for various purposes, we could use AA. We could use BB. We could use CC. We could use CX. We could use XC. We could use ZZ. What do you use these dummy fields for? In other words, they're not real. They're not stored. They're not real fields in the real database out on the hard drive, in the records, where the record is stored out on your data storage. It stores only the real fields and a few other things about that record inside the record space for that record. It does not store dummy fields. Dummy fields only come into existence as long as you put them there on a table, and they go away into nowhere netherland when the table's gone and when you leave the processing table. They're not stored anywhere after you're done using them. They're only a memory thing. They're not on the record, and they're very useful. Why are they very useful? Let's go back to this. Is the cust type? Let's use this 20 equals D thing again. Oops. Okay. 20 was the dealer type, correct? Yep, cust type. Okay, so if 20 is equal to a D, remember I said I wanted to show something, and I wanted to put that press enter to continue. So I said, show, this person is a dealer or whatever. Okay? And it did it. All right, and then I say I ended. Okay. What I'm going to do now is, let's say there's something that I want to show a lot of times, a lot of different places. Okay? I might say, let's get rid of this. I might just say A, which is a dummy variable, equals, I'm going to get rid of this @ sign. A equals, this person is a dealer. What I'm saying here is that I'm going to take a dummy variable, which has no use at all until I give it a use. It just comes into existence because I say I need something to put something in, like a holder. And I'm going to say, this A, wherever I use A from now on this processing table, I want FilePro to substitute this. This person is a dealer. This literal text. In fact, I'm going to put a period here too. Jump to the end here and put a period. Okay. By the way, I went too far here if you noticed, and to get back to where the end of the file is, I pressed F7. It takes you to the end of the field. Remember that escape question mark shows you the end I went to the end of the field with F7. Might be something different on Windows. You have to check with Alt F10 to find out what that is. Okay, this A is now going to be, FilePro is smart enough to substitute every time I use the letter A. FilePro is going to substitute those literal words for it. So now that I've set that value, I'm now going to do my test. If 20 equals D, how about this? Show. Let's put that @ sign. Nothing, I'm not going to show, that @ sign is just saying, I just want to press enter. You notice there's nothing here. I'm not even putting any spaces. I'm not putting XXX or this person is a dealer or anything. I'm just saying show @ sign, meaning I want them to press enter, but over here I'm going to put an A. Now this may not work. I'm going to show you why, but I want to show you what it's going to do, and then I'm going to end. But you see what you might think it would do is what you might think it might do. Correct? Let's see what it does. We're going to try this. What happened? I got a syntax error. Syntax means I didn't do something right. Okay? What didn't I do right? It looks like it's going to say if 20 equals a D, then I want you to show with the little prompt that says press enter to continue, and assume I want you to press this thing. This A, I want this to be substituted where it said, up in the top here, I've already set what A is equal to. It should just show that. The reason why I can't show that is the proper syntax, the proper way to do a show statement is that you have to put a meaningful operator. This is the operator which says, I want to show that. Let's try this. I want to explain that in a minute. You see it past syntax now. Let's do this, and let's go into inquire, update, and add, and we'll press update. You see that it did show this person, actually it says this person is a dealer. Okay, it did exactly what I wanted it to do, and why did it do that? That's the question. Go to input. First thing I'm going to do is fix this stupid mistake. Again, this is the Survivor series in FilePro. We do not stop for stupid mistakes. We just plot on. Hopefully you learn FilePro from all this. We're doing the test and we're saying show this, and this operator means push this stuff that way and leave one space to whatever's next to it over here, the end of the wall or another field or something else. Leave one space. That's what this means. This is another operator. This, by the way, is called the push left operator. It means push this field or this expression or this bunch of stuff, whatever it is, as far to the left as you can and leave one space. This operator, I guess they're a French brace or a squiggly brace, I call it a squiggly, means push this stuff over here as far as you can to the left and don't leave any spaces. Well, there's nothing really to push it against here. We're just saying the @ sign is just really nothing to push it against. You know, we're just here. I'll give you an exact example of what we're doing here. Let's just try this. I'm going to press F1 a few times. And I'm going to put the words my, and then I'm going to leave one space like that. I'm going to push the stuff. What I'm doing here is showing something inside this little literal area of the show. I'm going to put that @ sign so I get to press enter to continue. Otherwise it would just show it on the screen real fast and we wouldn't see it. That @ sign says pause, make the user press enter, and show him a little message that says press enter to continue. It's going to print the words my. It's going to put a space, and then it's going to print the value of A. Let's see if it does that. Update, escape. My, this person is a dealer. Now let me show you the slight difference between the push left operator and the wiggly, or what I call squish left operator. This is the squish left operator. It's going to not leave any spaces. Watch what this does. Update, escape. Now it says, my, this person is a dealer. There's no space there. Again, FilePro doing exactly what I tell it to do. I told it not to leave any space, and so it didn't. These are called string operators, actually. They help you move strings or long bunches of data, even short bunches of data, together. You can, again, leave a space, squish it, and don't leave any spaces. There is nothing like this. You can't push anything to the right, and you can't do that. It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't happen, and don't ever think it's going to happen.